Mesdames et messieurs, welcome to the Vincent Charles Project. I'm your host, Mr. Vincent Charles, and I'm happy you joined us on this lovely Sunday evening. We have a lot to do, so let's get right to it. First and foremost, you know him, you love him. He's Amish. Ordnance J. Packard. Ordy, how you doing?
Is he? Is he though?
He's
I'm doing well. Go ahead.
he's Amish in our hearts.
Yeah, I'm Amish from the waist down.
Okay, more information than I needed to know.
Yeah. I'm
Anyway.
watching him. I'm the lifeguard.
I'm having a wash. Oh god, this is gonna be a good one. And you know her, you love her. She says things about Star Trek and Simpsons. Janelle Waz. Janelle, how you doing?
I'm afraid this tea is quite pathetic. I must have brewed these leaves 20 times.
Milk in tea is so uncivilized.
No! Leave the milk out of the tea.
Yes, exactly. Ugh.
So I'm like,
Especially
this
condensed
light
milk.
fellow was very pleasant. I like him. And then he talks about putting milk in tea. Oh, hell no.
Yeah, it's yeah.
But every time I've seen Donald Pleasance in a movie, with the exception of Mystery Science Theater, was it Warrior from the Lost World?
Yes.
He was always this lovable old man.
He was born that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Except when he's in horror, then apparently he's like awful.
No, he was amazing in Halloween.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, like,
Yeah.
like a horrible character, but I'm sure good in Halloween. I've never watched it.
No, he was amazing. I shot him 5 times.
See, watching this, I was reminded of an old fan theory that I had that British people don't actually age. They're born that way. They're that way through their entire acting career. And then they hit a fucking wall.
Case in point, Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I mean, Ian McKellen, all of them. All of them. Except for Robbie Coltrane. But he wasn't really, never mind.
Sean Connery got better, but he was Scottish.
Yeah,
That's true.
you could make a case for that.
Yeah.
But anyway, no one's here to listen to us talk about Sean Connery or Ian McKellen.
We're not?
No, we're not. Yes, I know. Calm yourself. But we're here to talk about a classic of modern cinema. And yeah, I can say modern. It was, the 60s. It's still considered modern. The Great Escape. One of very few films I'm willing to watch repeatedly. And
It's fantastic.
you can, when you, I don't have the adjectives to properly describe it. Adjectives or adverbs, words. There you go. Words.
What are words for?
Oh, Jesus.
When no one listens anymore.
Don't. Only good thing about that band was Terry Bozzio.
No.
One of the best drummers living. I'm sorry. That's it. Anyway, let's get into it.
Do you hear me? Sorry.
Yes, I do. First thing, we have to ask Janelle, what were her thoughts?
It was good. I enjoyed it. Thought it was I thought it was paced pretty well, for a 2-hour 50-minute movie. It did start to drag for me a little bit, like when there were 40 minutes left, because after they escaped and they're making their way through Europe, I'm like, oh well, this has got to be wrapping up soon. And then I look at the timestamp and I'm like, there's 40 minutes left. Now, bear in mind it was like midnight at this point when I was watching.
Yeah, well, you also have to keep in mind that there were a lot of characters and there were a lot of different perspectives in the story to tell.
Yeah.
Because
a lot of moving parts.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, 75 people, 5 or 6 of whom are your main characters, break out of a POW camp. You don't have to pay equal attention to all of them, but you do have to let everybody know what everybody's doing at some point.
Yeah. One thing, because going on Twitter, and somebody brought up. Well, no, I mentioned Rogue One, and got a couple comments about Rogue One. The thing with Rogue One that why I really don't care for the movie all that much is that the 2 hours in the movie, I could not develop much of an attachment to like any of the characters. Here I did. So in the end, when spoiler alert, it's like how old is this movie? Like a 60-year-old movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I knew these characters, even if like sometimes I struggled on their names a little bit. But, it'd be like James Gardner, Richard Attenborough, whatever. But yeah, like I got an attachment character when they shot down Blythe. I was upset. I'm like, no! I'm like, son of a bitch!
Oh, dude, Unclean nailed it. Denouement for 15 different dudes is a motherfucker. Yes, indeed it is. Holy shit. Nailed it in one. Okay, we're done. Show's over.
Yep. All right. Thanks, everyone. Make sure to tip your servers. Come back at midnight for the second show. It gets a little blue.
2 for 1 shrimp cocktail from now till 8.
Yeah.
But dialogue was snappy. I laughed. It had some great character moments in there. Every time Charles Bronson was on screen, I kept going, "Hey, Pelly." I thought he was American for a good chunk of the movie. And then it turned out he's Polish, and then he moved to England, escaped, the Nazis in Poland. And I was like, oh, he didn't even really change his accent much. He just sounds like Charles Bronson.
Yeah, pretty much. With just like a little like Slavic thing thrown into his accent.
Yeah.
But, yeah. But the one that really killed me was James Coburn. Most convincing Aussie accent ever.
Yeah, I was gonna comment on that. James Coburn playing an Aussie is a lot like Gene Hackman playing a Brit in A Bridge Too Far.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh Jesus.
Which we got to do that movie for Janelle too.
Okay, what was it? Bridge Too Far?
Yes.
Bridge Too Far.
Yeah, I think what we're going to start doing.
Another Richard Attenborough classic.
Yes.
Yeah, and
absolutely.
hey, to quote PCU, it is the culmination of the Hackman-Kane theory.
Elaborate.
Okay, in the movie PCU, a guy was working on a doctorate thesis where it was like, at any point of the day you can turn on a channel, at any point of the day you can turn on your TV and find a movie that either had Gene Hackman or Michael Caine in it.
Oh.
And then he realized that the culmination of his thesis was A Bridge Too Far because it had Caine and Hackman in it.
Yes. Oh God. Sorry, I had to mute up. I was laughing.
There is an actor in A Bridge Too Far called Frank Grimes.
Grimy.
Exactly. I don't need safety gloves because I'm Homer.
Okay.
Frank Grimes, best known by his friends as Grimy.
We only had to wait 9 minutes for the first Simpsons reference. A bit off track, but we could do better next time. No, but okay. Oh, damn it.
So,
wrong thing. Okay, there we go.
Right.
But
so
what I
my
was
take on it. Oh,
go
ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you. No, you're the host. I just make fart noises.
No, you hang up first.
Yeah, no, you hang up.
No,
the point I was going to make with it was the we all have memes for everything.
Does it have amputees? Because mine does.
Watching this again, and I haven't watched it for a long time, and I know that it was closer to the event than today, but the fact of how much period accurate automobiles they had for this was quite impressive. The German lorries and the yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
No, but it's a good point.
Mostly you expect films to be, somewhat period accurate. And, thanks to suspension of disbelief, you just go ahead and you run with it, especially if you see something like incongruous, something that doesn't belong. And, since I wasn't really looking at the automobiles you know, it basically anytime I watched it. So
Mm.
now next time I watch it, I got to do that. But yeah, what I was gonna say, normally we don't do movies like this. We don't do good movies. We do so
Hey.
bad they're good movies.
Yeah,
But
like LA Story.
God damn it, Janelle.
God damn it, Janelle.
It's like we're nothing
Catchphrase.
at all.
Nothing at all.
Catchphrase.
Yeah.
Hashtag,
But I can say with certainty.
Everyone hashtag God damn it, Janelle.
I can say with certainty this movie was better than LA Story.
God, I hope so. Clean right in there. That goes on the board.
On the big screen.
Yeah.
Okay. As I was saying, what we're going to start doing is we're going to start doing a really good movie, a classic, once a month. So we'll save the other 3 weeks. Yeah, we'll do, you know, the other 3 shows or 4 shows, depending on how long the month is. But, you know, the same beautiful shit that you've come to expect from us. But one weekend a month, we're going to do a really good movie. And we started it with this one. So next month, who knows what we're going to see.
And we do expect you all to view our pain with us, too. We watch the pain. We want you to embrace it with us.
Yeah, that's why I generally like to put tweets out, you know, like 2 or 3 days before the actual show. So that way, if people want to watch the film, they can go ahead and watch it. You know, like...
Because if you haven't watched the Mount Hideaway Murders, you are missing some just top tier.
Yes. Yes.
Like that fight.
We are going to do Blackbird at some point. Probably next month. And, oh, Janelle, do you even know? Have you any conception?
She does not.
Okay.
You hear me furiously
I'll
typing?
look it up.
No, don't look it up. Do you know who Michael Flatley is?
No.
Do you remember watching Riverdance and Lord of the Dance and all that stuff when you were younger?
At my grandpa's house, but I don't remember much about it.
Okay, well, he was the leader of the dance troupe. You know, and he was like all fit and mullety and, you know, shit like that. But this was 30 odd years ago. Yeah, he decided to make a spy movie. He decided to make a James Bond movie, somehow fused with Casablanca.
Why does it sound glorious?
It is glorious from my point of view. From me and Orty's point of view, I mean, we watch shitty films and we revel in them. We love them. And this is one of the shittiest movies that I've ever seen in my life. It's amazing.
I might have to watch that next.
Yeah.
Either that or Condor Man.
Ooh, if it's streaming anywhere, yeah, I definitely want to see that.
Yeah.
But
I think that might have been a Disney property, though, so let me double check.
Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble with...
Disney's like, now we own your stream.
Yeah, exactly. Disney's going to come and repossess my laptop. Launch Janelle into the sun?
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yes, and if you don't know who Mitchell is, he's a guy I play Star Trek Online with. And
ooh, nice.
He is in Ireland along with Dave. So
nice.
Yeah, they're both up late at night. And yeah, I told Mitch about it last night. We were talking in the voice chat in the game. And he's like, "Oh my God, wait, what?" And then I sent him the YouTube link for the trailer, and they're like, "Oh my God." So,
Mitchell is English.
I'm almost ashamed to be Irish for him putting out that movie. Well, actually, he's not Irish. He was born in the States.
He just learned the ways of your people.
And yeah, we're getting way off topic.
I'm sorry. I just heard the name Mitchell, and now I'm going to Mystery Science Theater going, Mitchell.
Yeah, with the baby oil next to the bed. Yeah, okay.
The Linda Evans movie.
Okay, getting back on topic. Great Escape.
Great Escape.
Great Escape. Orny,
Yes.
your thoughts on the film?
Well, okay, so like I said, I hadn't seen it for a long time, and one of the things that was really sticking out to me in this one was how period specific the motorcycles and the vehicles were, and that was fantastic because I mean that goes back into the day of when movies were filmed, and like you watch MASH on TV and shit too, where they had some very period specific equipment as part of practical effects, and that made it just seem more real, And watching this, you realize how much has been lost in cinematography, and it's kind of depressing, but also it's just fantastic. The other thing is, I'm sorry, but Bartlett was not a likable character at all, and I was rooting for the SS to get to him while he was still in the camp at one point.
Oh,
Yeah, he was a bit of a prick. Well, actually, not a bit.
Yeah.
He was a complete prick. But yeah,
That and I was also doing the I just drew a blank. Is it Red Letter Media where where they did the 90-minute review of Phantom Menace, and they kept doing "What's wrong with your face?"
yeah.
I kept it's like when Attenborough came on, I'm like going, okay, he just got beat up by the SS and the Gestapo, and then we are what 90 days later into The Great Escape, and he's still got the bruise around the eye. That's either continuity or what's wrong with your face?
he spared no expense.
Yeah. But no, it's an all-time favorite. It was a joy to watch it again. I probably haven't watched it in a decade or two, and it was good to relive it and enjoy it. And Steve McQueen still cannot act.
No. Steve McQueen, until his dying day,
Could not act.
He was charismatic as a motherfucker. He was an exceptionally skilled driver. He was cool as fuck, but the man could not act.
I was surprised he wasn't the main character. That he's not in the movie all that much, like compared to the other actors.
This was an ensemble cast. There really wasn't a main character.
Again,
it's like 75 plot lines, all 17 stories of Springfield.
Steamed hands.
I did like McQueen's shit-eating grin every time he got shoved into the cooler. So, and also that was because, oh good, I don't have to watch him act for another 15 minutes.
I think the only time during the film where his acting actually convinced me was when him and James Garner were locked away making moonshine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was really the only convincing bit. Everything else. Yeah. Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah. Talking about that too. I forgot how fucking good the Independence Day scene was.
Yes.
Although I was a bit shocked when he goes out and he puts that he sets off that party popper that blows off the garbage can lid. I'm surprised every goon in camp didn't just come in there and just open up.
Right.
Yeah.
With
they got
automatic
explosives.
weapons.
Why don't they just blow their way out of the
And
camp?
I'm like,
well, and that was okay. So that's kind of like a plot hole too, because it's like, what did you do in college? Oh, I'm a chemical engineer. Okay, you have a fucking chemist, and you're trying to figure out how to get rid of dirt. And I mean, well, he was always in the cooler, so never mind. He wasn't really in the game,
He wasn't into it until they dragged him into it, pretty much.
It wasn't until Ives got shot.
Yeah.
That was his breaking point, pretty much. That's like, okay, fuck this. We're out. So,
yeah, when they found Tom, and then Ives just looked so like heartbroken. I'm like, oh no, he's gonna try to kill himself. And sure enough, he went over the wire, and yeah.
Okay, Vincent, how about you?
Rick?
Dude.
Rick just said, Vincent just sounded European with his oot rather than out. Someone check his passport. Rick, you can eat my entire ass.
Well, you see, Rick, he was doing James Coburn playing an Australian, playing a Canadian.
Exactly. And I'm sorry if that went over your head, but yeah.
Now you got to say like sabotage, like Kirk.
Or like Bugs Bunny. Diabolical sabotage.
That was like Charles Bronson playing a Pole who was in England and ended up coming out French.
Yeah, exactly. I'm having a wash. No.
Hey, Pelly.
Hey, Pally.
Oh, this movie. Oh God, the first time I saw it, I think I was about 6 or 7, and my father wasn't one watching TV. He mainly watched like baseball games and stuff like that. But back in the day, believe it or not, we had a little magazine called TV Guide, and you would read through that magazine. It was scheduled. It was a week, 7 days of TV programming, all 16 channels, and it would tell you what was airing at one particular day and one particular time. And yeah, it's hard to believe, but back in the day, he would peruse through the TV Guide, and then he saw, okay, channel 7, 4:30, the great. Oh, yeah, he would just drop whatever he was doing and watch it. No matter what he was doing, he would watch it. And I sat there one day and I watched it with him, and he was just like, completely different from when he was watching a baseball game. You watch a baseball game, you yell, you shout, you throw things at the screen. Typical sports fan. And he just like remained motionless throughout this entire film, except for, commercial breaks. And then he would go get something to drink, and then he would come back and he would just be like motionless, not say a word. And this was the only film that he did that to. And it brings back good memories for me, but I also find myself doing the exact same thing when I'm watching films that I'm partial to, that I enjoy, and I'm just don't move, don't say anything, just watch the movie, just absorb.
Right.
Take it all in. Take in the cinematic experience.
Exactly.
Which now we can, because we're on 16:9 instead of 4:3.
Yes. We've gone widescreen.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm glad.
We're in letterbox edition. Yes.
Yeah.
Now I will.
4.
Now I'm gonna say this: that unfortunately, I don't think this movie passes the Bechdel test.
No, there were some women at the railway station.
This is true.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it passed.
Yes,
And you know what?
right.
I couldn't be
war movie
happier
taking place in a German POW camp.
Right.
Did
I
not
couldn't
pass
be
the
happier
Bechdel test.
that this
Right.
film didn't pass the Bechdel test.
Jesus.
I don't know. There aren't enough women in these POW camps.
Somebody find Bechdel and have them kneecapped.
Bring me the head of Bechdel. Won't someone rid me of this meddlesome Bechdel?
I think it gets even more ridiculous because, like, two women have to have a conversation not about men. So that just excludes half the population of the world.
Actually, I don't think you could have a film about female POWs, because then they would all start cycling at the same time.
Oh no! Amazon warriors.
Yes,
Break out of
exactly.
camp.
They just like tear the guards into shreds. They just they turn into those huge women.
We
from
need to make this
Futurama.
into a movie. Starring the cast of Mount Hideaway Mysteries.
Oh my god, I'd pay
Pike
cash money
fights
for
for
that.
all.
I think Vincent was just more impressed that I just quoted Henry II.
Yes, it's. We might need to do Beckett.
Oh, that's one
We
of those
might.
movies I have to watch, isn't it?
Well, you make it sound like a chore.
No,
Yeah.
it's like I've seen the movie for years in like the little Catholic catalogs, but never watched it.
You've never watched it?
No.
Oh my god, it's amazing. It is.
I did sit through A Man for All Seasons once, but I couldn't follow the movie at all.
You watch period pieces, right?
Yeah.
Like Dynasty?
That's not a period piece.
No, it's just pronouncing
it
wrong.
is.
Dynasty.
It's just period.
If the period is the 80s, it absolutely is a period piece.
Well, no, it took place during the 80s when it was being made in the 80s. So it's like the present.
Right. Yeah, and he just said
it might be a time capsule.
It's a period piece. It's 40 years old.
No, I'd say it's a time capsule because like a period piece implies that you're going into the past and recreating like a previous era. Like The Great Escape, that's a period
Janelle,
piece.
And I have, yeah.
So,
but really, it wasn't because it was The Great Escape was filmed 20 years after World War II, so that's like fresh memory. You know, you could have actually had actors in that who were POWs.
I think Donald Pleasance was.
Yeah, Donald Pleasance was a POW.
Yeah.
I read a piece of trivia that he was told to shut up. Like from, I don't know if it was the director, but it turned out he was a POW.
Sturgis told him to shut up.
And it turned out he was a POW, so then they were going to him for technical advice. Kind of like Christopher Lee with Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
the guy was an assassin in World War II. It's like,
I thought it was because he was old enough to have taken part in the War of the Rings.
So I guess Peter Jackson was telling him how to act when he gets stabbed, and he's like, "Do you know what happens when somebody gets stabbed?"
I do.
He's going into like great detail.
And then comes the death rattle. At that point, Jackson's losing his lunch all over the fucking.
Oh God, that's so awesome.
Oh wait, we have
like
Bad
Sam
Mojo.
Neill and
I
Jurassic
do want to
Park.
watch Dallas.
You're alive when they're eating you.
Try to show a little respect.
Yeah.
Jeez, we're talking about every movie.
The claw on the middle toe.
Yeah. Okay.
Spit, no expense.
All right. Back to The Great Escape.
Dickie Attenborough.
Brother of David. They are brothers, right?
Brothers or cousins or something? I don't know.
Because they're cousins.
Identical cousins.
Are connected by the spine. The genealogist could lose his mind. They're cousins, and they're connected by that spine. Okay. Oh, please, come on, tell me if you know.
They were brothers.
No, if you know, you know. Joel Hodgson did stand-up before he did MST. That was in his stand-up bit. So, yeah, look it up. It's on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah. Look it up and do it after the show.
We are dropping so much knowledge on you, Janelle.
Right.
Well, I'm over here like, yeah, I've seen a couple episodes of Patty Duke.
Well, okay, we'll give you that. You can have credit.
There's the one she tried to start a sewing business and the government shut her down.
Fucking feds, I swear.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A little girl starting a business and the government wants their cut.
Yeah.
Because they're obviously bastards, that's why.
Okay, what do we got here?
I let off with this, but it bears scrutiny. The only problem I had with that movie is the fact that every American character is not taking as seriously as the fucking British. That is a good point. But one thing you have to take into consideration, the real escape that this was based on, it was all British officers. There were no Americans involved. The only reason they threw Americans in here was to build up the box office for the American market.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
you had to give the British actors some gravitas, and you had to give them more important roles than you would the Americans. But other than that,
yeah, because you got
I don't know.
McQueen.
I didn't see the other tunnel. I didn't see the other Tunnel King down there. He was called the Tunnel King, but the Tunnel King was and always will be Charles Bronson.
Yes. Even though
the Kennedy.
even though he was playing a pole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you got Steve McQueen, Charles Bronson, Jim Rockford.
And like I said, James Coburn, most convincing Aussie ever. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, there was also that one guy that had the Trump hair going for him. Is that Willie?
Willie. Yes,
He had a little bit of Trump hair going on.
Yeah, the partner of Charles Bronson.
Yeah, the other Tunnel King. That's what I was talking about. John Layton.
Yeah, he during that speech when Charles Bronson panics and runs outside, and yeah, he was getting a little too emotional, if you follow me.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Gardner got a lot of respect.
So emotional, baby.
Yeah. Going with unclean the Yanks for the punchline. I don't know. Gardner seemed to be like, he was carrying up the American end on that.
He was, because you have to remember the film is basically split into two pieces. The first half of the movie is a much lighter tone. Most of the comedic bits are in there, and then when the escape actually kicks off, nothing funny happens at all until the end when you see Steve McQueen get hauled back into the cooler.
Yeah.
But the second half of the movie, that's where all the drama is. That's where all the violence is. That's where all the tension is. And truth be told, I think the parts where you had James Garner and Donald Pleasance, those were the most harrowing bits.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody else, I didn't care about them. But, James Garner and Donald Pleasance, they had to find a plane. They had to get away. And then what ends up happening...
20 minutes!
Exactly. And, like the rest of them, Richard Attenborough and Gordon and all those other guys...
Oh, Gordon went to upstairs, downstairs as the butler.
Yeah, and he was the one telling everybody not to get caught,
by switching to English.
Yeah, responding to English. And what does he do?
Thank you.
Yeah, dumbass.
Oh, there's one thing I forgot to mention. So I caught the first 10 minutes on my phone at the gym. And one of the things that popped into my mind was like, like Hogan's Heroes.
God damn it, Janelle.
Kind of a more serious tone than Hogan, but some of the comedy bits.
Yeah, it's the same. Actually, though, there's another film about a POW, Stalag 17. I don't.
Yes.
You haven't seen it.
I've caught a lot of it because my mom likes to play it a lot.
Okay, that's more Hogan's Hero-y than this was.
Shapiro.
Holy shit! We actually mentioned a movie she's actually seen
quote
most of.
Yeah, no shit.
I haven't seen it all together. I've seen it piecemeal, but yeah, there's a good chunk of that movie that I've heard over and over again because my mom plays it. Betty Grable.
Okay, Orty, it is
Yeah.
April 19th. 6:34 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want you to note in the log that I admit to astonishment because Janelle's actually seen a fucking movie.
Noted. And not just that she's seen the fucking movie. It's not, well, I've seen the last 15 minutes of it.
Hey, that was just Temple of Doom.
Oh my God.
And Big Trouble. And, I mean...
Oh yeah, Big Trouble was another one.
And everything in the MPAA listings.
Right.
Yeah.
There's also the guy singing, I love you, as he's dancing.
And Mitchell says at the end of the movie, I wasn't expecting the Resistance to get involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that is a surprising bit. Because, James Coburn shows up and, you've seen it. He shows up, he talks to the guys at the bar, and while the guys at the bar, they're taking German orders because there's a trio of officers that are getting drinks. And then they just grab him firmly by the arm, pull him behind the bar, and then the Resistance does a drive-by. And it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Now, I will have to say, Richard Attenborough's and Gordon Jackson's death, I saw it coming a mile away. They're in the truck. It's veering off into another road. And I'm like, yeah, I think I know where this is going. They say, all right, get out, stretch your legs. And I'm like, yep. Sure enough, gun down.
No.
Well, all the trucks went in a different direction.
Well, except that one. And then, kind of
No,
veered
I
off.
mean, no, they all, because one, some of the group went straight. The one that Attenborough was in turned right, and then the other truck went left.
Yeah.
So it's like they were, the implication after the assassination was because there wasn't 50 guys in the back of that truck, that everybody who was in that convoy was assassinated.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So each truck, they all got gunned down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the one that I'm glad was that one guy. What was his name? Cavendish, the guy who yelled alley-oop every time he jumped into his bunk.
That guy, yeah.
I hated that son of a bitch. Just
I don't know. He was pretty good. He was pretty good at the conductor. He got that group really tied in on the 5 golden rings.
No, it's
speaking of which, this is a Christmas
movie. They do 5
movie.
Gold rings. They don't do 5 golden rings. That's because they lost a war. But
yeah, 2.
Yeah, this is a Christmas movie. They're Christmas carols.
It's a Christmas movie.
Okay, hashtag.
We could do it for the Christmas play.
Oh man.
Okay, gonna be hard to do.
Does that mean I get cast as Ives and do a Sean Connery impression the entire time?
Yeah, but you're gonna have to change.
Shine on you, crazy diamond. Yeah.
It's gonna be Sean Connery on his knees to pretend he's short.
Yeah, take up smoking.
Oh jeez.
Yeah. What could I do to improve my acting? Take up smoking.
Okay. How about next week?
One thing
going with Bridge over the River Kwai. I would like to, but unfortunately, what we have to do, because when I pick a movie, I don't want to have anybody pay for it. So what we do is we stick to films that are mostly on Tubi. It's a free service; anybody can watch anything at any time. Or if it's dropped on Prime, and you don't have to pay for it, and I can look right now and see if Bridge on the River Kwai is streaming
or Bridge Too Far.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just type in Bridge and see what comes up. Talk amongst yourselves.
Sidekick on Tubi.
Bridge Too Far? No. Rent or Buy. Okay. That's it.
Ooh, Ben-Hur is on Tubi.
The good one or the shit one?
1959.
Okay, the good one.
Yeah, I go on the rowing machine at the gym, and I'm just thinking Ben-Hur.
And no,
yes, I have seen her.
River Kwai is also Rent or Buy. That sucks because that was a good movie.
That's a shame. All right, what was Burns's movie where he did Ben-Hur?
Oh, he opens it with "I'm richer than you."
Was it a Burns for All Seasons or something like that?
I think so.
Maybe it was.
Okay. Yeah.
Steven Spielberg.
Did I just stump Janelle and Vincent with the Simpsons question? Jesus Christ.
So now you gotta do it. You gotta do God damn it, Janelle, and God damn it, Vincent. Yeah.
God damn it, Janelle Charles.
Holy shit.
Oh, but in the green room, I had a damn it Janelle moment, mentioning that the guy in charge of the POW camp looks vaguely like Frank Sinatra with less hair.
Oh, Von Luger?
Yep.
Possibly. I just know he's not Colonel Klink.
Nobody is Colonel Klink but Colonel Klink.
Oh no.
There's only one Colonel Klink.
You could never remake Hogan's Heroes.
No, there's a lot of stuff you can't remake these days.
No, you couldn't remake this.
No, they'd special effect the fuck out of it.
No.
They would have built the channel all the way to England.
And they would have cursed the French every second of the way, too.
Yeah. As one does.
Yeah, until, the two halves of the tunnel meet and then they break through and they're all, oh, we love you, hugs and all that shit. Oh, God.
Yeah.
when
They would have
were-
made Charles
So-
Bronson and Billy gay.
Okay, I know we all have one plot hole we've noticed in this,
Yes.
right? Okay. So mine is Blythe's sudden blindness.
Yeah.
How much masturbation was he doing?
I didn't notice a size difference in his arms. So
Right. Yeah, he didn't get all quagmire. So no, I mean that was my big plot hole. Is like, by the time this is all said and done, they've been in there like 90 days before they're busting out, right? I mean, if you take the time that McQueen spent in the cooler with the 4th of July, and then yes, I was tracking time. I didn't see this whole thing taking more than 90 days. So he went from the forger to, I mean, did his retinas detach? I mean, serious? I don't know.
I don't know. All I know is I've never seen a case of macular degeneration progress that
Wait,
fast.
Did he say it was myopia
Yeah.
that he had?
Well, that's basically macular degeneration.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's see. Can myopia strike?
Is myopia
Suddenly.
contagious?
It can strike or worsen suddenly in adults due to underlying medical conditions like diabetes, high stress, or early cataracts.
Well, being in a POW camp would certainly be high stress.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would
okay.
think. And if he's
Plausible.
putting condensed
That
milk in his
condensed
tea,
milk he was having in his tea, definitely diabetes.
Yeah, early onset diabetes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
if he had
Still a
cataracts
plot
going,
hole, but still a plot hole, but I'll allow it.
well, eye strain if he was the forger. Now, another cause could be pregnancy, but I don't think that's his issue.
Well,
Hey.
in a modern version of this film, it probably would be.
It would be.
Yeah.
All right, Vincent, what's your plot hole?
My plot hole was during the Revolutionary War celebration when he set off that explosive. It's
Oh, well, yeah.
there is no way in hell that the guards would have let anyone get away with that. Either they would have shot somebody or they would have gathered everybody up and isolated them.
Right. That's fair. Janelle.
How did Frank Sinatra end up in charge? I'm kidding.
Not a plot hole, Janelle. God damn it, Janelle.
Could he have gotten chocolate like that in a POW camp? I don't know. I'm just trying to think of plot holes.
Actually, now that you think of it, because I know he stole some items from the commandant's supply.
Oh, the
But-
butter.
All the rest of it, I think it was from care packages.
Oh, okay.
Because I remember a throwaway line. It's like, the last of the care packages came in or something like that.
Oh, all right.
Because
So I'm just waiting for somebody to say, "Yeah, I need an A bomb." It's like, "Yeah, here, I got one for you."
Yeah.
I scrounged it.
Oh, Jesus.
I need a hubcap for a 68 Impala.
Even though it's 1943.
Yeah.
I need a camera.
No,
Good one.
I did like that interchange between Bronson and Gardner too. It's like, oh, I need a pickaxe. Just one? Make it two.
Two would be
Two
better.
is better. Yeah. But Blythe is a nice little artist. He drew that bird on the chalkboard.
Yes.
Like, I can't draw shit on a chalkboard.
I can't draw a period. But yeah. I was going to say something really off color, but no, this is it's not after 10 p.m. So yeah.
Jeff just sent me on something on Discord. Is I need a catalytic converter. Meth, not once.
I need 50 kilos of copper pipe.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
And the one thing that's consistent with all war movies, whether it's World War II, Korea, Vietnam. The Americans are always building us still.
Well, you gotta have your moonshine.
It's in our DNA, man.
Yeah.
It is.
They got a lot
Bug
of potatoes.
I was trying to think, where the hell did all those potatoes come from? That's another possible plot hole right there.
Potato man, where the hell have you been?
Because you think, you know. No, go ahead.
No, it's just where are they keystring these potatoes during chow? You know?
Exactly. You know, because there's 9 million things you can do with potatoes. You know, most of them are boring, but dude, that was a lot of potatoes. And they're making booze.
And it never occurred to them to make a potato gun.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell, you could have electricity with a potato.
It's just...
Yeah, they could have lit up that whole tunnel with potatoes. Potatoes.
Instead of those cheap little oil candles they had. Yeah. But amazing movie.
Yes.
Amazing movie.
Yeah.
I will say, it got to about like 40 minutes left of the movie. That's when I was starting to be like, oh, come on, when is this movie over? Oh, I've already mentioned this, I think. Yeah. Never mind.
Were you doing the Homer dance? Like,
yeah.
So many previews.
Yes. Oh, jeez.
It was getting to be like after midnight, and I'm like, there's another 40 minutes.
If you skipped over any of it.
Oh no, I didn't skip any of it. No.
Okay.
But it was paced pretty well for a long movie. You know, nobody knows.
That's the thing. You don't think it's as long as it is until you're actually done watching it, and then you look at your watch and you're like, "Holy shit! I should have been in bed 2 hours ago."
Kind of like it's a mad world. You know, it's a 3-hour movie, but you're having a good time along the way.
Exactly.
And on the other side of that, you've got Gandhi.
Am I supposed to see that?
No.
Should I played Civilization. Do I need to see Gandhi the prequel?
No.
And no, nobody needs to see it. I mean, okay, Ben Kingsley was fantastic in it. I'll give him that. But still, it's like that was...
And Dickie Attenborough could direct.
But
it's no sneakers.
It's no sneakers.
No.
Exactly.
Oh, good Lord, no. No.
Yeah, Cosmo doesn't have his little ponytail. He's actually quite bald.
He is an excellent marksman.
I don't know if you knew this, but Gandhi was bald. So... Now, the reason why I brought that up is because that movie actually had a fucking intermission in it. And I think that was just for everybody to douse themselves with gasoline and hit a lighter.
Oh, God.
I thought you were going to say go to the bar and get lit or something.
No. Well, that's making a comeback. You know, they're selling alcohol in movie theaters again.
It's like, this Gandhi's pretty great now that I've drank a bunch of Jack.
Yeah, exactly.
Or something. I don't drink.
When I was a kid, we used to sneak in our alcohol in New York seltzer bottles.
Let me guess, it was only vodka. Or
no, it was it was a little bit of everything in the liquor cabinet.
Oh, God.
Here, I was trying to sneak in food to the theater.
Yeah, I got kicked out for that once because, the concession stand prices were outrageous, but I hadn't had a hibachi in a long time.
Jesus. Oh, God. I have no words.
You're welcome.
And yeah, okay. And anyway,
have a food court. Get like a Sbarro, a McDonald's, a Panda.
Cinnabon.
Cinnabon, yes.
Hot dog on a stick. Orange Julius.
Oh, God, Orange Julius. Oh.
I miss those.
Oh, God. Well, you can make them at home.
It was funny. We talking with the Japan bros. One of them said, do Americans not use raw eggs? I'm like, we had a whole thing with raw eggs. In fact, there was a special menu at Orange Julius. You could get a raw egg in your...
It's not the same without an egg.
I'm just thinking Rocky cracking like 6 eggs into the cup.
Yeah.
You ever
if you don't know about the special menu at In-N-Out, do you even... Anyway.
It's the same thing at Arby's. You have to ask for the meat mountain.
So that way you can
And-
get the meat sweats.
Yes, exactly. You get the meat sweats just looking at this thing. And I know Janelle's typing up Arby's meat mountain.
No, I remember you mentioning it before.
Oh, okay.
It's a whole bunch of meat on a bun.
They have the meats, and they put every goddamn one of them on a sandwich. And it's awesome. And
Good
the
curly
first movie
fries.
I saw. Oh God, yeah. If you go to Arby's for anything, just go for the curly fries and a Jamocha milkshake. Oh my God, I love those things.
My mom used to
Popular
get the
among
Jamocha
Jamokes.
shake. There's no Arby's around here anymore. You gotta go way the hell out.
Yeah, I know. They closed down the one where I live, and it's horrible, and I hate it because instead of Arby's, now we've got like 5 Popeyes within a 2-mile radius.
Oh.
Yay! Awesome, love it. Yeah.
And
One
not
of the
one
Arby's
wiener
around
schnitzel.
One of the Arby's
Exactly.
around here is replaced by KFC, and I don't know, KFC hasn't been edible for like what, 15 years?
Something about their coleslaw now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like eating coal and blow cereal.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And they
KFC.
took away the potato wedges, which fuck you.
Yeah. Can the day they took away Chicken Littles, like those little chicken sliders,
Yeah.
that was the beginning of the
Yeah.
end.
Man, I love that popcorn chicken when it came out.
They
I don't know
have
if they
really
still
good chicken pot pies. Why are we talking about KFC?
We go off the rails so fucking much in this show.
I'm
Bad
so
host.
hungry I could eat at Arby's.
Fourth Simpsons reference for the evening.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's
Yeah.
hard to reference Maggie's Great Escape, because there wasn't any dialogue.
yeah, exactly. But then we
Babies, so many babies.
but then we did get the it was an odd fusion which worked of Great Escape and Streetcar Named Desire. And Ned Flanders, just amazing.
Stella!
Stupid sexy Flanders.
Can't you
Stella!
hear me yell?
You're putting me through hell.
I'm back. What did I miss? Oh God, you're like somebody showing up at the
Everything.
Ford Theater. How was the play, Mrs. Lincoln? Did I miss anything?
We talked about myopia and whether or not Blythe could get it quickly, like he
Yeah,
did.
and we talked about intermissions in films, sneaking liquor into the movie theater, and KFC. Yeah.
And Blythe might have been pregnant.
Yeah. That's just James Garner's Musk. I mean,
No,
Damn you, Rockford!
he was
No.
Maverick after all.
he didn't have a musk. The dude was just like pure
He's all mad.
testosterone. He looked at someone and they got pregnant.
Like Telly Savalas.
Yes, exactly. Same thing with Telly Savalas.
Who loves you, baby?
What happened to all the men? Because now I'm like crushing on like men that are old enough to be like my great grandfather. Because that James Darren, man, he was something. When he was young, when he was old, when he was old.
When he was a hologram.
Yeah, and now she just plays his album on Spotify and she just sits there and sighs. Where have all the
Jimmy.
cowboys gone?
Yeah.
He's got the world on a string sitting on a rainbow.
Oh, thank you.
I regret not going to Star Trek Las Vegas and meeting him. I think that was the only convention he'd show up to after a while.
That was fantastic. The whole thing at the Hilton, the Star Trek experience was awesome.
I heard it was pretty great.
Yeah.
Actually, some of my older DVDs come with ads for the Star Trek experience.
And now we get Starfleet Academy. Yeah.
No. Well, the game is
Okay,
good.
so on that,
I swallowed my
Yeah,
cum, bitch.
totally different. So I figured it out the other day. It occurred to me, and I mentioned it on Jux last night. I think the reason why New Trek didn't have any founding in it is because they stopped doing the science. They stopped doing the fucking, techno babble,
Yeah.
and stop their whole. I swallowed my comm badge. You should just be put down.
Yeah, the reason they
You're-
do it is because you're pandering to a you're pandering to a
Semi-IQ
demographic.
retards.
Yeah, that is
And I'm
nowhere.
sorry, nobody should be walking barefoot even in the future in public.
Oh, you mean Starfleet Academy? Yeah.
I thought I came up with that. No, apparently I'm not original.
I made the comment about it. After watching clips of the first episode, whoever filmed that first episode with Holly Hunter, has a fetish that would make Quentin Tarantino look like a piker.
Yeah. And on that note, we're gonna go
Just
ahead.
remember, Quentin Tarantino once wrote a scene where a character was drinking tequila off of Selma Hayek's toes and cast himself in that role.
Yeah. And that's thank you.
Yeah.
Did Janelle figure out the connection?
No, I had multiple theories in the green room, and neither of them were true. Or, well, not true, correct.
But yeah, for those who are, still wanting to know, the actor who played Haynes, Robert Montaigne, he played Centurion Decius in Balance of Terror, and he also played Ston in Amok Time, and that was the Trek connection.
Now, I came up with a Trek connection because Charles Bronson was married to Jill Ireland, who played Spock's love interest, Layla, in This Side of Paradise.
No. There's another connection because Charles Bronson stole Jill Ireland from Ian McCallum, who played the other guy, the dirt guy. They were married. She left him for Charles Bronson. Yeah. So, yeah.
Damn.
Awesome. Yeah, big drama behind the movie.
That's why he let him get buried in dirt.
That scene just played, because I got it running in the background right now. But I think, Charles Bronson had claustrophobia, and he still went, headfirst into that tunnel to grab his friend and pull him out.
Yeah, but you have to remember that set was open on one side.
Oh, yeah.
So
I meant the character.
Yeah, he couldn't,
Oh, yeah.
he couldn't get all geeked out.
Yeah.
But Janelle did make a good connection, while it may not be accurate, was Charles Bronson's claustrophobia and working in the tunnels and Garrick's claustrophobia working in the tunnels.
Yep.
So,
like, Tane, I don't know
parallels,
if you can hear me, but I wish you were here right now.
I mean, it's different, but still the same, escape premise. So it could have been a nod. We could actually check the, in a pale moonlight if that was intentional.
All right. Somebody, and I mean, Janelle is going to check it on IMDb. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and we're going to call it a night, ladies and gentlemen. And I would like to thank all of you for joining us this evening. We had a lot of fun watching this movie. And like I said, we're going to do one show a month where we actually watch a good movie instead of, the movies that, Ordy and I like and force Janelle to watch.
By the way, there was a connection by Inferno's Light and the Great Escape.
Okay.
So
it was intentional. Good.
Okay.
That's according to Memory Alpha.
Oh, is that the fan site?
That's the fan wiki site. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dubious.
They do grasp at straws sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay. Yeah, that's carrying a lot of weight in that sentence. That is a load-bearing word. I would like to thank everybody for joining us, and I would especially like to thank Ordy and Janelle for joining me this evening. Ordy, where can we find you?
This week you can find me Tuesday on Men Explained Poorly with you and Jeff and Rick and Delaney. Wednesday you can find me on Rick and Ordy. Friday you can find me in the KLRN production of Treasure Island with your whole cast of friends and Twitter people all of whom are in the show right now too. And Jeff, who is not able to make it with us today, is our producer, director, and then Saturday we're recording the next episode of Curse of Stephaneros. And then back here again next Sunday, where we will be watching shite, but I love it.
Absolute shite. We're gonna fuck it. We're gonna do Blackbird next week. I'll just call it right now. Blackbird. We're doing Blackbird.
Right. Excellent.
Janelle, I will send you the link.
Okay, cool.
And Janelle, speaking of which, where may we find you?
So at Janelle Waz on Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram, if that's your thing. Make sure you check out my YouTube channel. I'm trying to grow that, where I talk Star Trek, retro games, and whatever else I feel like talking about. I do a live stream on Tuesdays where I'm playing Star Trek: The Next Generation of Final Unity, and check out my Friday video, which is about Captain Picard's love life, and I go on to a little tea rant in the middle of that video. And also, I'm in the play.
She's going to play as Edie McClurg playing a pirate. And you can find me at YesThatVCharles on Twitter. You can also find me Tuesday evenings on Men Explain Poorly with Ordy, Rick, Jeff, and Delaney. And again, as previously mentioned, we will be doing a production of Treasure Island at 8:30 Eastern Time on Friday. And Saturday, I'll be taping another episode of Curse of Stephaneros. And I'll be back here next Sunday talking about Michael Flatley's epic production of Blackbird.
Oh God, that's horrible movie.
That's Viv in the background. That's a horrible movie. Yes, it is.
Yes,
That's exactly why we're doing this. But
and we expect you all to watch along with us.
Yes, I'm going to post a YouTube link in my feed, and if you dare, join us, because it's going to be amazing. So, once again, thanks to all involved, all who listened, and in the words of the late great Vincent Price, a man who limits his interests limits his life. Take care, and we'll see you next week.